Hey folks, welcome to your weekly video. Your short technical challenge this week is to write a club proposal for a new South Seattle club that you would like to propose. That's it. So this should be about 2 paragraphs long. We'll look at the exact sort of template or format or structure in a second. But think of it this way, look at your readings for this week. There is a sort of longer reading on audience analysis. This just attempts to break down, who is your audience for this piece of writing? How do you meet the needs of your audience? Okay? So, and then you have the link to the South Seattle College club roster and how to propose a club. Okay, so so click on that, and you can see sort of which clubs we have, which clubs we don't have. Okay, so you're essentially doing an audience analysis. What do you think students need at South Seattle College in terms of a club? Right? What's going to meet current needs, current interests? Current gaps, right? What clubs don't we have? So you can take a look at all of the clubs that we do and we do not have. Okay, so your audience, right, is the South Seattle College Clubs and Activities Department, right? You're writing this proposal to them, right? This is a body within the college. It's made up of staff and faculty and a student advisor. So your proposal, right, needs to be formal and, right, hit all of their needs, right? You need to be clear on what your club is. You need to be clear on what benefit it's bringing to the college, right? These clubs come with a small budget, right? I was a club leader in my undergraduate. We had a budget of like several hundred, maybe $1,000 a year. So, right, so they're not just going to take any proposal. It needs to be intentional and thoughtful and considerate and formal and meet a real need. Okay? So take a look at that. You can see all the clubs that we do have, like the Aerospace and Rocketry Club. So obviously you're not going to propose, Aerospace and Rocketry Club 2.0. We already have one, right? So you're looking for clubs that we don't have, right? What can fill a hole? What can fill a gap? What can add new value? What can be a benefit to the students that go here, right? So you just think about, well, who goes, what are our students like? What are their interests? What are their needs? Right? Stuff like that. So that should go into your sort of audience analysis. Who are we at South? What kind of clubs do we want to would support our students? Would support the interest of our students here? Okay, so take a look at that, and then we'll do this in the discussion, right? We'll share our club idea, our club proposal in the discussion, and we'll also give feedback, right, in the discussion. So click on Do Club Proposal, right? And I just sort of break down the structure and format of the club proposal. So the first thing, right, what's the name of your proposed club, right? So let's say, I've analyzed my audience of South students, and I'm like, okay, I see we don't have a, like a weightlifting club for women, right, for women students. So I want to propose that, right? Or we don't have a chemistry club, or we don't have, whatever, right? Like really start doing an audience analysis. Or, I know sci-fi is big in this area. We have a museum of sci-fi as, part of the Experience Music. So I want to do a sci-fi or a gaming club, right? Whatever, right? Or, a cybersecurity club. We have a really strong interest in that. So that's the name of my club, right? Then give a faculty staff advisor, this could be anyone, that you have a connection with, or, former faculty, or folks, if you don't have anybody, just it's me, right? Like, I love being faculty advisors for clubs. So just, if you don't have anybody in mind, put me down. I have been a faculty advisor for several clubs over the years. And then we start your proposal, right? And this is a simple statement regarding your club. It's a description of your club. What does your club do? Okay? So if it's, a weightlifting club for women students at South, I would describe, what does that look like? What does that do? What would that accomplish? Does that make sense? Or what would a artificial intelligence art club do, right? How does this club, and this is crucial, number 4, how does your club idea reflect South Seattle College's mission, and how does it benefit South students? Okay, so you need to, look up the South mission and sort of have your club sort of reflect the values of this college. That's crucial for who you're writing to, right? This board, this body that would accept or not accept your club. So it has to be shown that it's meeting South values, right? So for example, you're not going to have a gambling club, right? Like that's, we're not going to do an E-Trader club, right? Like that is not South's values. We're not going to do, right? Does that make sense? Like we're not doing a gambling club. We're not doing a social media stars club, right? That's just navel-gazing, narcissism, right? Look at the links between self-esteem and social media. Does that make sense? So what are the values in our mission statement? Look at that, number 1, and then try to align your club. Try to reflect that wording, that thinking, those concepts from our mission, right? How does it meet South's mission? And how does it benefit students at South, right? We have a large aeronautical industry, right? So let's say you want to do an aeronautical club, or add on to that rocketry club with another type of club, right? What are you going to add, right? What's the benefit there? Okay. And then, right, target membership, propose club meetings, dates and times, right? The times could rotate. They could be online. They could also be face-to-face to sort of meet different audiences, right? So you want to be really specific about how are you going to meet, right? Is it only over Zoom? Are there face-to-face meetings every month, right? Bi-monthly, like what does that look like? Maybe there's a bi-monthly. One's on Zoom and one's face-to-face to sort of hit everybody. And then again, what are the goals of your club? How does it support our mission? What will students learn from your club, right? How will it advance their college careers? And do you have any programming, right? Speakers, events that you envision, right? That you visualize. And that's where the budget comes in, right? You can bring in speakers because you will have some club money. And again, right, this is a proposal. You don't actually have to submit this if you don't want to. You are more than welcome to submit your proposal to, right, the actual clubs and activities department, right? You can use that link. For the purpose of this class, right, I just want this proposal posted to the discussion board where we'll give feedback to each other, right? And if anyone, right, if you're interested in any of the clubs that we're posting to the discussion board, feel free to be like, hey, I joined that club. Sign me up. Let me know if you're actually going to do that, right? You just need, I believe, 5 or 6 club members. That's it to get a club off the ground, right? You need this proposal, and then you need to find 5 or 6 folks, and then an advisor, right? Ding, 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 ding. It can be me. And if you really want to get, right, go all the way and actually make this, dreams come true, those are the 3 things you need, right? This proposal, 6 members, and an advisor who looks like me or not, right? Like you decide whoever you want to work with. Okay, so that's the technical challenge this week. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what you do. Again, this is just, the form is just, I've looked at a lot of these. The form and structure can vary a little bit, but essentially you're just answering you're responding and answering the questions. It's about 2 paragraphs worth of text. So think of it as about 150 to 250 words. Okay, double spaced, right? It's let go. It's double spaced. Yeah, and if you have any questions, email me, and I can't wait to see what we do. And again, post it to the discussion. And if you do want to go all the way, right, you can find the link to actually apply for this under this week's readings. Okay, folks, email me if you have any questions. I'm always available. Thank you.